For years, we thought this black and white footage was all there was. Film of the construction of the KOAM TV broadcast tower, the open house that welcomed visitors, and the newfangled equipment that was about to put the area's first TV station on the air. One of the station's pioneering engineers, Jack Lawrence, shot this footage back in 1953. And that was it. We had no other film or videotape from the first 25 years or so of the TV station's history. Only still photographs showed images from the early decades of KOAM's local news, the local children's show, The Fun Club, and the musical program Melody Matinee. An entire generation's worth of local KOAM programming gone. This final episode of Melody Matinee aired in 1984. By then, the program had been on the air for 30 years, but this is the only episode that was saved on videotape. Our only tape of Fun Club was from about the same time, and only a few seconds long.
Hi, kids!
Graphic artist and production editor Dale Switzer has worked behind the scenes and on air at KOAM TV since 1975.
Someone wants to give us the date they were on Fun Club, and can you pull the archives of that show? And of course we have nothing of Fun Club except for that little bit of tape.
Now you might think a TV station of all places would have lots of footage of its early years. The problem is a lot of the programming that originated in this studio in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s was live, never recorded. A lot of the recordings that once existed were erased or destroyed or lost as the formats and technology changed. A bit of that 30-year gap in programming footage was filled a couple of years ago when a Parsons, Kansas couple found a copy of an old kinescope recording of Fun Club, recorded directly from their TV screen decades earlier.
And that was the first glimpse that we had of Fun Club as it was in the 60s.
It wasn't much and the quality wasn't great, but it was all we had. Then Dale got a tip that someone was offering a couple of reels of old film through eBay.
One of them was marked Christmas and Fun Club 63. Well, that caught my attention.
The film canisters were labeled with a familiar name, Jack Lawrence, the engineer who shot that 1953 construction film.
He was a shutterbug very early into home movies, and he was a pretty good photographer. Someone
must have bought the film canisters at Jack's estate sale following his death in 2014 at age 94. The canisters apparently showed up next at a flea market and then online. Dale bought them and dusted off an old film projector.
We couldn't watch for long because splices kept breaking. Bits of Fun Club, we had Melody Matinee, some news broadcasts. I was seeing things I never expected to see.
Parts of programs we thought were gone forever. Behind-the-scenes shots of camera operators, our control room in action, and even KOAM Christmas parties held in the studio, all from a half-century ago. The film featured lots of startlingly young but familiar faces we thought had been lost to time.
It was like an archival recording, as if you were preparing something for a museum.
A long-buried treasure unearthed, bits of forgotten four-state history rediscovered. The lost reels flickered to life.